Thanks Ubisoft for giving me access to all this stuff. Let's get right into it, folks. There's a big dump of new information with Assassin's Creed Shadows, and for those of you that don't know, I have continued to play this game even though I stopped playing it on the channel. It's a phenomenal game. People that say it's bad are just delusional. Go watch my review. I think it's more so just there's a narrative where Ubisoft bad and people are just kind of clinging on to that despite the fact that this game deserves its merits. But anyway, October 28th, we're going to end up having Parkour Update 2. This actually looks a lot cooler than I thought because you can finally turn off the safety rails when you're climbing, which allows you to basically just jump off a building at any height at any angle. And the catch ledge mechanic also looks really cool and interesting just because you can grab a ledge from pretty much any height. They did also end up showing manual jumping, which I don't know how I feel about that. I guess the point is that if there's some little piece of terrain in front of you, instead of your character awkwardly jerking around it, now you can just manually hop on top of it and go over. The update is also going to end up bringing corrupt castles. This sounds cooler than it looks. Castles will respawn with new enemies and rewards. Apparently you can have like maybe 5 of these castles in a given season in game. I was hoping it was going to be yokai and demonic entities, kind of teasing what was going to be coming with the next DLC that they haven't officially announced yet. Basically the second DLC in all Assassin's Creed games is always monsters and ghosts and stuff. And unless they ended up dropping it entirely, they should still be working on co-op for this game. But anyway, the castles themselves, yeah, it's just animus corrupted, which is not thematically that cool. But they do tease that there's going to end up being new rewards that you can get out of it, so I'm very curious to see what that's going to be. November 25th, we're going to end up having the third story drop update. This is going to be a free update that is going to end up having kind of a more quirky quest line between the two characters. I don't know if it's going to end up advancing the plot or anything. It's just most of all supposed to be taken at like very lighthearted, but you will end up gaining new abilities for each of the characters. Naoe will get Yasuke's kick, which, oh my God. And Yasuke gets the ability to silently take down enemies from behind. Wow. They also have a new collab coming, which they haven't announced yet. But the last collab had some amazing gear. And I'm extremely excited about this last bit of information, which is Assassin's Creed Shadows coming to Nintendo Switch 2 December 2nd. I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a French retailer that actually leaked this release date. And I mean, I take leaks with a grain of salt, but I got so excited about this. Not only is this just one of my favorite games, but the fact that I would be able to play it on the go handheld is just so exciting to me. And because it's Ubisoft, the game is going to be hella optimized for the Switch 2 because they already knocked it out of the park with Star Wars Outlaws. And it's also going to have cross progression, which means I don't have to start my file from scratch. I can literally just take my 100 hours from PC and put it onto my Switch. Unfortunate or fortunate, that is the last update planned for this year. But the developer said that they've got a long way to go in terms of the content that they plan for this game, which again, I want to remind you, the next DLC, the second DLC in Assassin's Creed games, is always yokai demon stuff. It's when they just completely drop the idea of the game being realistic and just lean into it being a video game and being fun. And while we haven't technically heard any more talk about that planned co-op update that they announced like before the game released, I guarantee if they end up adding co-op to this, I will clock 500 hours into it easily. It has a fantastic game loop. Pick it up if you haven't already because it goes on sale constantly.